Hello, my dear viewers, and welcome back to our regularly scheduled program. Well, after a brief forced hiatus, I'm back, and I thought I would do a prediction video for the next death battle. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. I know you guys used to like them, but after some complaints from some people, I decided to take a break from them. But I decided screw it, because I actually did decide to take a peek at the comment section and some of the tweets involving this next death battle. I just saw the sneak peek and I thought, screw it, might as well be something decent to come back to. And oh boy, is this one an absolute train wreck. Now, I've actually interacted with the people in the comments of the death battle videos to see what they think, and the common consensus seems to be that if you're a RWBY or Attack on Titan fan, this is the best thing ever because you get to see Blake and Mikasa do something. And the consensus on the other side of rational people like me and others who are fed up with death battles seem to be that this is a weak matchup, and it's likely just a ploy to get RWBY an easy win after the whole debacle of constantly putting RWBY characters in fights they realistically should not win. Cough, Tifa, cough, Mitsuru. But if that is the case, then this is just a waste of a matchup. They're just sending Mikasa to her death, which even a lot of Attack on Titan fans are saying that, yeah, this is bullcrap. Blake will probably curb stomp because she actually has powers and Mikasa doesn't. Well, that's not entirely true. Mikasa does have powers, it's just convoluted. But the common consensus seems to be that Blake will win because of Ma-Aura or something. My thoughts are, I could really care less who wins. I don't care about Blake, I don't care about Mikasa, I dislike both of these series. Although, I guess I should say that Attack on Titan is better than I like it. It's a good anime, I just never bought the hype. I just couldn't get into it, but whatever. But in regards to the matchup, here's the thing. The matchup seems to be predicated on one of two things. One being, well, I love Mikasa and Blake, they're my waifus, and I want to see my two waifus go at it. So it's just one of those, take two girls that are commonly considered waifus and have them fight, which is just boring. It's essentially just this, hey dude, look at the babes. Don't you want to see two babes fight? Oh god. Blake and Mikasa, oh, they're totally my waifu, bro. Could you imagine if those two fought? Oh, I bet it'd be so sexy. And then on the other hand, you got the people that try so hard to find cheap surface level similarities that it's, oh, well, this is a brilliant matchup because the connections are, they're overly acrobatic, socially awkward, outcasts, they fight monsters, blah blah blah, just a bunch of bullcrap that really adds nothing to the fight. Whenever you ask these people, well, why is this a good matchup, they can't give an explanation. The most they can do is say, but the similarities, and that's it. If you tell them, how is this fight gonna be good, or how do any of these so-called connections play into the matchup, they have nothing to say. And if they say anything at all, they'll just say like, oh, you're a hater, or when did you start being an ignorant douchebag, or something like that. It's absolutely sad, and no matter which way you slice it, this is a dumb matchup. Rather it's a battle of the waifus, or a battle of the overly acrobatic black-haired chicks that fight monsters. I mean, quite honestly, I could use this exact same logic to throw Blake against Wander or Mikasa against Spider-Girl. Like, this is how cheap and surface level the similarities are. And I don't really think it's going to make for a great fight. Especially when we got two characters that, let's be honest, isn't really strong. I've gone over this before. The RWBY universe isn't really all that powerful, and I recently read over a calc sheet by this guy who did a lot of calculations for the RWBY universe and calculated all the feats. If you want, I'll leave that in the description if you're interested in checking out. But anyone who tries to tell you that RWBY is not a fodder universe, they have no clue what they're talking about. They've never power scaled RWBY before. Because this dude even said that he calculated the meteor feat from the comic and came to the conclusion that it's not planet level like some people have speculated. And I'm just not really overly enthusiastic about this fight. I want to say I'm excited that it's going to be a 3D fight, but even then, I'd be lying if I said I'm excited because of that, because anyone who remembers Batgirl versus Spider-Girl knows that even when it comes to 3D fights, you're not guaranteed anything good. And odds are it's just going to be some pseudo Spider-Man crap. It's most likely not going to amount to much. I would say that this is a filler matchup, but I don't know. At this point, most of their matchups seem to fit the qualifications of filler. And truth be told, I've tried so hard to find out why people seem to think that this is a good matchup. I really have, and I can't get a clear answer. All I can get is, well, they're similar, or, well, she's my waifu. That's it. They can't tell you why they think a fight between them would be epic, other than, well, this fight's gonna be epic because reasons. In fact, one thing that was amusing, one dude in the comment section completely buried this fight by saying that this fight might be as good as Shadow versus Ryoko and Hulk versus Broly. So congratulations, you buried this fight, because Hulk versus Broly was a matchup that was so upsetting and disappointing that people were upset at Death Battle because they actually wanted Broly to fight Asura. So congratulations, you're comparing this matchup to a matchup that nobody wanted and to another matchup that was just absolute cringe. Because Death Battle set up that matchup as, oh, well, they're both edgelords, so fuck it, have them fight. And really, this is just the state of Death Battle. It's absolutely depressing. As I've said before, there is no Death Battle idea too shitty for Death Battle. There isn't. Almost any matchup they will do. They used to have some standards back in the day, like when they said they never want to do Raven versus Scarlet Witch because Raven would get her ass kicked. Okay, fair enough, but nowadays, that matchup will probably happen because Death Battle just doesn't have any standards anymore, and it's sad. More people are turning against Death Battle than ever before and are coming to the side of people like me because they're tired of it. They're tired of the predictable matchups that have no surprises because it's based on, well, these two characters are the same thing, so have them fight. The jokes are getting cringier and cringier, the writing is getting weaker and weaker. I mean, at this point, the only reason why people even get excited for these matchups is because, as I saw in the comment section, a lot of them are just excited because, oh, it's my favorite character, and I love seeing my favorite character do things. That's what Death Battle has been reduced to. And with how popular they are, it doesn't seem like they're ever going to change. And this is why I just haven't been reviewing them as much as I used to, because at some point you just run out of things to say. And I guess if I had to place bets on one of these girls, I don't know, maybe Mikasa, because apparently she has the powers of Titans. If that's true, then I'm going to assume that also includes the Titan's healing factor, and I don't know. I mean, I really don't know enough about either of these two girls, and I really don't care. I mean, if you are excited for this fight, good for you. I don't know why you're excited, because Death Battle is just going to cheat you. I mean, think about it. Death Battle has not had a good track record when it came to RWBY characters. Tifa versus Yang is widely considered as one of, if not possibly the worst Death Battle in history, if my community list of the worst Death Battles is anything to go off of. And Mitsuru versus Whis, or Weiss, however you pronounce her stupid name, was such an obvious curb stomp that even Death Battle couldn't justify it and didn't even bother. Even after lowballing the hell out of Mitsuru, they still couldn't justify the fight, so they just hid it behind a bunch of pretty flashy animation. And like I said, the common consensus by a lot of people seems to be that they're just doing this because they're going to feed Mikasa to Blake and give RWBY an easy win to satisfy the RWBY fans. Although I don't know why you would bother trying to appeal to the RWBY fans, because not only is RWBY dying, but a lot of the RWBY fans are insane anyway, so I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on Blake versus Mikasa. I don't know if I'll review it, truth be told, because I don't know if there's really going to be too much to say that I won't already say in this prediction video. I mean, if you guys really want it, I suppose I'll do it, but odds are I'm just going to put that time towards working on the Hulk versus Broly review that I know you guys have been looking forward to. But what do you guys think? Do you guys actually care about this matchup and think it's going to be good? Or are you on the side of people like me that think that this is going to be an absolute garbage fire? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys around next time.
No, I'm a drug lover.